welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to do a little discussion over the Hunter Log 3 that came out earlier in the week. And I've also made a bit of an adjustment on how I'm doing my hunting that I'm going to go over with. It just sort of simplifies it a bit. I've re-evaluated some of the ways I've been hunting, and I've just sort of changed my style a bit. Before we get into that, I just want to jump into the Hunter Log, go over a few things in there, because some of it actually applies to me in a couple different ways. But I'm wondering how this recording's going to go. I am having a very wonky donkey time with the game right now. I had a crash while launching it with, it looks like it's the DirectX 12 that the Hunter Log notes talk about. But yeah, things are being weird, and I don't understand why, because they were fine a couple days ago. Here, I'll show you really quick. If I fly over to the cabin down here in Aurora Shores down in the rainforest here, and it's 6 in the morning or so, it's in the morning, my frame rate dies. And it's just at the cabin, but it never did this before. And I haven't really changed anything, but man, I don't have a frame rate counter going now, but it has to be at 20. About 20 is what my guess is. But it clears up when I get away from the cabin, and it only happens in the 6 a.m. Or so far I've been testing. But I'm like, what? This doesn't make any sense. My computer is not underpowered at all for this game. So see, now it's starting to clear up. It's only there, and I've only noticed it since my game crashed from that DirectX 12 thing. Anyways, it's got me a little curious, because I'm wondering if it is the game, or maybe my computer's on its way out, something's dying. But yeah, it's kind of smoothed right up here, so interesting. Just wondering if anybody else is having that issue. It's only at this cabin. I'll play around with the settings, though, because it's butter smooth over here. Anyways, nope, I don't know. It was fine before, and now all of a sudden I was having trouble. Yeah, I had a crash, and then the Hunter Log notes say if you're getting a DirectX 12 to launch it in DirectX 11. So then I did launch in DirectX 11, and then my computer reboot. So it's like, what is going on here? So I'm still going to attempt to do the video here, do a little bit of hunt. I'm kind of testing this stuff out, but I do want to get into Hunter Log, so I'll quit rambling on about my issues here. I'm just giving you a heads up in case all of a sudden my computer reboots or something during this. So by the magic of OBS, the screen might flicker, I'm not too sure. Hopefully, there we go. Get the window up. I'm assuming this is coming through on the video here. If not, everybody be looking at the Way of the Hunter map. I'm going over it here quickly. I'm not going to read through the whole thing, but just kind of touch on a few like highlighted points here. I know it's amazing if this is working, and I've got it running up on the screen. Can you believe it? I am from a time where I grew up where there was no internet or cell phones or anything like that, and now all this is working. Maybe. We'll see. Anyways, so yeah, basically it's just about a greeting here. They're talking about a few things, just kind of like highlighting what's new and everything like that. So herds will no longer spook if one of its animals is called far enough and shot with a crossbow. So we checked out that in a previous video. With varying success and actual, like how usable it is, like how much of a benefit it actually is. That's kind of up to you guys to decide each if it helps or not. Doesn't help me a whole lot. I end up spooking the entire herd most of the time anyways. Daily animal cycles were tweaked per species. So they no longer crowd popular drinking spots. So they just kind of really spread it out. The biggest change there was the tier 6, like deer species, got separated from the tier 5 guys, and that really did spread it out. I like that change now that I've been playing around with it longer, and it's worked into my new little hunting system I was starting to talk about there earlier. Lowered rotation speed of crossbow arrows, yeah, that's fine. Improved camera while traversing steep terrain. They did actually improve that. I have noticed that has been improved. And animal calls can be heard from further away. Definitely a game changer there. So what else do they go on about here? Let's see the last bullet point. For a while longer, we have seen the change in animal call distance has been a little contentious, although we are confident that this change significantly improves the gameplay experience for the majority of players. We also recognize that this change is not popular with those who are used to the way things. So that's just them recognizing that not everyone loved the change. I think the majority probably does. I certainly like the change. I think it's a lot better. We are quite convinced that a change like this was essentially to alleviate the frustration of many players who were spooking animals unintentionally while traveling. Yeah, definitely that and enhanced liveliness of maps. I agree there. We were very heartened by a lot of your feedback saying the change has accomplished exactly that. And I would agree. We also recognize that more populated areas of the map are too busy with animals calling. Those of you enjoy more tranquil hunts. Because of that, we are exploring options for further tweaks and higher difficulties. So that would be good. Yeah, you can change this per difficulty. If that's coming, that would be good. So that they call more often on the easier difficulties and less on the more difficult options. That would be actually really great. And before I hand it over to a few dedicated content creators, yes, female bison taxidermies are coming. So I know you can read through all this, but I just want to read through a bit of it here just so I can give my little feedback on it and point out a few things. And of course, we've got a couple YouTube videos. And oh, look at this handsome little thumbnail down here. It looks like they stuck my one about the quick little need zone hunts on there. So that was really kind of them. Thank you very much for that. And then we get a bunch of nice, really awesome screenshots here. I'll try and remember to post the link to the hunter log here. This is the third one that they've done. And let's just say this could be exciting because what's coming next? These days we're hard at work on a patch for a few issues brought about by the 1.23 update. See, I didn't know there was going to be another patch before the next content DLC stuff. So it looks like we are going to get one eventually. Let's see. We are not able to give you an exact ETA. It won't be too long before we deliver fixes to some of the most... Okay, well, so what are they looking at here? Occasional sudden and loud static noise on console versions of the games. Okay, I haven't experienced that because I'm on PC. But that does sound very annoying. Volume of animal calls at longer distances. I'm not too sure what the issue is there. Are they too loud, maybe? Excessive reverb in certain animal calls. I haven't really seen that. Camera jerking on console versions of the game. I have seen reports on that and some videos of it. Wrong descriptions of objectives in various languages. Okay, so here's the one I'm curious about here, because this is what's, I think, getting me. Lastly, some of you who are playing Way of the Hunter on PC have been reporting visual glitches and crashes due to compatibility issues with DirectX 12. If you have been experiencing problems, we have not yet reached out to you in troubleshooting steps. So this is just troubleshooting steps for it. I haven't had any issue until just today. There has been no updates or anything. I don't think my graphics card is updated, but it came up. Great big crash I've never seen before. And then when I did this step, my PC rebooted when the game was launching. So I'm just like, oh my goodness. And then I went to that rainforest cabin there, and the frames are all down. The other thing I've noticed is, if you've seen my last few videos, I've been hunting with a shotgun, and it's having great big frame drops on when the shots hit. So I'm trying to figure out if this is the game or if my video card's dying. Like, it's a new video card and everything, so I'm kind of concerned here. Anyways, I'll keep you guys posted with whatever I find out. So this is also an exciting part here. Looks like what we have been up to. It is still too early to talk about DLC, but it's been a busy week, or a few weeks here. So they went and did this award thing where they won several different awards, so congratulations with that. And looks like they got some awesome pictures there. Looks like a cute little puppy there in the front. Oh, there's the puppy again. So that's them winning their awards, which is awesome. And yeah, they're sort of showing all the stuff they've been to, promoting the game. Looks like someone crashed the Jeep. That's exactly what you do when you jump into the game for the first time. And yeah, looks like I had an awesome time. Cool. So that is the article. So I wanted to show that. I know not everyone would just kind of, well, some people just want to, tune in, check on the hunts to get any kind of information. But, I mean, if you're not in the Discord of the Steam forums, stuff like that, you might not actually see these hunter logs go by. I never really showed the other previous ones. But there's some good info in there. They acknowledge things that are going on, and you can get information directly from the developers on how things are going, what they're trying to do, and their view on such things, such as that they noticed and acknowledged the feedback of players on how far you can hear the animals now, right? And, you know, that's nice to hear they're acknowledging it and looking for different solutions. So on to the hunt. What have I been doing in changing here? So, I've been hunting with the UTV more, because like last episode, I'm trying to see like if you can kind of bring it along with you, just to sort of mess around and see how usable it is with the new range that you can hear the animals. And I've sort of kind of switched my style of hunting. I'm still doing like passive herd management, but I'm more interested in ways to hunt where you can actually see the entire herd and see like the entire pack of animals. So the game definitely starts steering you towards hunting the drink zones. So they definitely, you know, did a kind of a buff to drink zone hunting when they spread out the drink times for the different animals. What I mentioned before, the tier 5 and the tier 6 got spread out. And the reason why I've been hunting the drink zones a lot more often now is not necessarily to hunt, but just so I get the opportunity to see every single animal in there. Because, as you may know, I've been looking for that 4-star wolf on Nez, and I really need to be able to see the entire pack. And it's really hard to do it. Like if you, I don't know, is there anybody? Yeah, like if you pull up these zones here, like these rest zones and these feed zones, a lot of them, now you can hunt these for sure, but a lot of them are buried in trees and heavy brush, and it's fun to hunt in there. I really like hunting in like the heavy, dense stuff. But it's really hard to get visual and spotting info on all the different animals. So since my priority has changed to observing all the animals and then doing a call, I've really moved my strategy along to just doing drink zones. Now, I didn't want to do just drink zones because it sounds kind of dull doing the same thing over and over again, like just hunting the drink zones, because that's kind of what happens with Call of the Wild, right? But for now, I'm much more interested in seeing the different animals in the herd. So that's kind of what I'm focused at. And with the change, pretty much you wake up in the morning here in Way of the Hunter, and the first thing you do is you go hunt bear. So the bear, kind of the first thing to hunt in the morning. I think it's like 7 a.m., which is coming up now, which is what we're going to be doing. I think this is the often drink zone. I wanted to see the male Kodiak bear that I seen in the one episode, so I'm going to go over here and see if I can see him in the open by the lake. And then after you hunt bear for a little while, then the tier 6 deer species come into the water, and you can hunt them for a while and just observe them. And then after that, you go to the tier 5. And so that's kind of like the new hunting system. And if you're just focused on that and the drink zones, it really simplifies like all these need zones. And if you're trying to catalog or if you're trying to hunt things, because all of a sudden, if that's what you're hunting, you only care about one need zone and one need zone only, the often drinking zone. So all of a sudden, all these icons just become one zone, like if you have it actually unlocked, right? So all of a sudden, this moose, the only zone that matters is this one. If you see this guy over here, the only zone that matters is this one. This is the often drink. It's good to know where the other one is, just to have backup. But hunting that way, you know, for the pros and cons of it, really simplifies things. Because you just, you know, I want to see this herd. I'm going to go to their often drink zone at this certain time. So that's pretty much what I'm doing now, is we're going to go set a waypoint up here. Because I believe this guy, I can't remember because my memory is just horrible. But I believe this is his often drink zone, and he should be arriving there soon. So we're going to hop in there and get going. We'll see if Jackie can actually maneuver the UTV through the rainforest here. She's just as bad as Driver's River is. I don't know what the connection could be. Oh, look at that. See, I'm driving and I'm already getting calls. Where are you? Because you can keep your hunter sense on when you're parked. I just heard an elk. Oh. It's right there. We gotta get out of the Jeep. I thought I seen it up there. This is what I was kind of wondering, like if you can hear calls while driving through, and then just kind of bring the UTV with you. But I'm trying to be dedicated in hunting the bear here. Right now, it would be quicker to go on foot. But if you bring the UTV with you and you can pull it off, you can have all your gear with you and like, be flexible on the hunt. There we go. Yep, just like river drives. They must be related, the two. Alright, here we go. Alright, so when I get to about 200 meters, I'll probably park the UTV. I'm getting calls all over the place. Driving through here. Couple sick of deer. I spooked the elk. So they did call in that direction. But I got sick of deer here and here, and I thought I heard the bear. Man, look how crazy it is to hunt in here. Okay, did I get this zone? Come on there. Oh, okay, so that makes sense, right? They should be eating and then drinking, right? Yeah, rest, eating, drinking. Okay, so that makes sense why they were there. But, like, look how hard it is to hunt here, right? This is why I've changed, because there is no way to have seen all these elk in here. Like, this is just not a huntable zone. And it turns out most rest zones and feed zones are just not really huntable, not by range anyways. You got to call them out, right? It's good, the challenge. I like doing it, but if your goal is to see all the animals, yeah, definitely switching to drink zones primarily. I do find it fun hunting them in here, but man, oh man, it's just now some feed and rest zones you can see them. They are in the open, but they're few and far between. You have to really record them and remember which ones they are. So I am going to set up at the lake because the elk will be at this one, I think. I'll come back to it. But I think sick of deer around here. Did I spook them? Yeah. There you go. Not a big deal, just because I'm not hunting them. But the bear might have been here by now, right? So the lake should be right here. Maybe. Yeah, see, I think that's a group of Sitka deer. Not too concerned because they weren't actually drinking there, right? So if they need to come back, they will at the appropriate time. Look at this nice spot here. There. So this is really good. This should be the often feeding zone. Let's see here. Oh no, it's the rarely one. Okay. Yeah, so this is a nice spot here if the bear actually comes here. I'm just going to refresh my memory. I'm going to walk around the little pond here just to see which need zones which. Alright, yeah, this is a perfect little lake here. Or a little pond, I guess. It's got an often drink zone for the Kodiak bear, the elk, and the Sitka deer. So you got one in each time zone. So you can pretty much just sit here with the rifle, and you should, you know, this isn't the best kind of water area to view the entire herd because they do got to come out of the trees. But as far as it goes for visibility down here in the rainforest, this is about as good as it gets, really. So let's just sort of prepare. What time is it there? Okay, so the bear should be arriving here real soon if he hasn't already. This is also assuming, you know, they're gonna actually come to their often drink zones. I don't know what I have on me. Crossbow. I think I'm gonna give up on the shotguns because of that frame hit I take. Crossbow with the dot. That's fine because I only usually shoot close with it. But we're rolling for Kodiak, so let's yeah, let's kind of not mess around here. You know what? Let's do the SM12, even though they're kind of the same. Oh, I already have my scope on there. The 14, that's the good one. And then predator calls fine. Perfect calling setup, good. And that's what's good about why I'm trying to bring the UTV along. Just kind of mix it up a little bit. And you always have your stuff with you. Alright, now we do the waiting part of the hunt. Climb on. Oh, lights are on. Battery's gonna die. There we go. Okay. And we're just gonna listen. So I'm gonna try to talk through my hunts maybe a little bit more and kind of the reasoning. Because that is part of the reason why people show up to the channel once in a while. I record these videos like this because I remember about 10 years ago, probably less than that, but it could be 10 years ago. I used to really play the Hunter Classic a lot. There was really no other hunting game like it out there. And I was pretty much looking for info on YouTube anywhere I could find it on players playing the game so I could watch and learn and also compare my experience with theirs because that's a good way to learn. And that's sort of the purpose of why I started the Way of the Hunter anyways, because I just figured no one does that anymore really. I mean, there's just big YouTubers that will do it. I figured none of them would really cling on to Way of the Hunter though. Like they would come for the big news and everything like that, but most likely stay with Call of the Wild. And then, but also, as I mean, if you're hunting like Call of the Wild, you're running around, right? Running around and shooting and stuff like that. And I didn't think there would be anyone really YouTubing, kind of like, just their hunting experience and how they do it, just so people have something to compare. So, yeah, that's why I sort of like talk it out and that sort of thing. Now, in this situation, I'm just kind of sitting here listening. The elk are behind me. They were calling earlier. I don't know where the bear is at all. I thought I heard him. Oh, look at that. See, this was not planned. Well, it was planned, but not a. Hey, 4-star. Oh, now I'm gonna have to visit this pond a lot. All right. See, I just start talking, and I was gonna say, he's running out of time. It's getting 9 a.m. He's just got here now. He's a very pokey bear. He's just waking up. I was going to, since he wasn't showing up, when the bears come to their need zone, they often don't get very close to it. So I figured maybe he was sitting back in these trees. So I was going to start using the caller because he wasn't calling, announcing he was here. And so I was going to try to call him out since, I was going to assume he's within a 250 meter radius of this lake. And I would have been correct. But yeah, he's kind of pokey guy. 4-star, we're not going to do anything with him though. Because this is going to be my new focus right here. Is watching this guy. Because I, really want him to get to a 5-star Kodiak. Now that's got to be fairly rare. Since they're only down here. They're really hard to hunt. What's their age like? All the way to 27. Look at that. Look at the range. 13 to 27 in the mature range. I mean, I'm going to watch him for a while. Who knows his age? Alright. He's going to be my new favorite animal for a while. See, see how far back he is? It probably counts him at his drink zone. So, I mean, what's stopping him from sitting back here, right? And never seeing him? There we go. Okay, so there's the elk behind me. Wind going right at him. That is not ideal. Where are they at? Down here? Yes. So they're at this... yeah, they're the ones I spooked. When I drove through here, I spooked them. They probably came back. They should come directly at me, so I did not plan that very well. They're going to have to come through my scent. Oh well. Hopefully they can find their way around. Because there's going to be nothing to shoot. Unless they get here. The Sitka deer won't be arriving for hours. So pretty much, get to sit here and enjoy the little bear. I guess the big bear. Now here he comes. This is another part of why I like Way of the Hunter, right? There's reasons to also not shoot. Right? You're managing animals. I can go away for several days. This bear will remain there. We can give him a name. I might actually have to name this guy. I don't know what to name him. I'll have to think about that. I'll have to consider the name here, see if he does anything that'll hint to a name. I don't know what he's eating down there. Crickets or something like that? He's like eating the dirt. And call him Cricket. I was gonna name one of my dogs Cricket one time. What do you think? You look like a cricket? Not really. Yeah, wait till he gets a little closer. Maybe you can get a better view on him. But this is one of my favorite parts about the game, that the consistency of the animals from day to day as they grow and age, and you can get to know where they go. I think that's a very good part. So there's the Sitka deer, but they won't be coming down here for a while. But we've located all three groups that come to this little pond here. Now, interesting enough, I shot the female bear there that last episode, but that was just the previous day. And we believe that the new animals don't spawn until the start of a new year. The problem is I don't know which day is the new year, right? But it'll just be a young female that comes anyways, but I think he's by himself still. Oh, and there he is, eating more crickets. Now, if these guys have different fur variations as they age, like within the same life cycle, he doesn't look very old. Like for a mature bear, I don't see any gray or anything. If we go to the, oh, we just had some droppings there. Kodiak. What does it say for the descriptions? As they get older, their skin becomes darker. Their skin, you mean fur? We can't see their actual skin. Necks become thicker and shorter. So basically their shoulders come out forward, and their ears and eyes become smaller relative to their head. That's going to be hard to see with binoculars. Ears and eyes are smaller. Mature males, yeah. So we're looking for, I'm going to assume this is fur, becomes darker. Necks become thicker and shorter. Like, did they actually model all that in? That's mean. And if they did, how are you gonna know through binoculars? Whoop! Come on there. Oh, I'm at the maximum range. So he looks to me like he's got a long neck, like that. It's not short for bear, but I mean, how do you really tell? But that doesn't look. So the neck's supposed to get shorter and darker. He doesn't look. Right, he's still got lots of light on him. I'm gonna say he's an earlier mature, if that actually exists. Hey, buddy. Sniff, sniff. That's pretty cool, though. And the ears get smaller, but like, it's not like you're gonna have two male Kodiak bears side by side to compare. I guess you have to take pictures of them as you see them, which is too much work for me. Somebody out there catalog all the different aging fur variations of all the different species, please. We will applaud your efforts. We have movement off to the side. At least I thought I seen movement. Yeah. Well, who's 3-star Sitka deer? What are they doing right before 9? They're on the move. They shouldn't be coming to drink. Let's check our map. Is it these guys? These guys? So one of these is rare. This is a rare drink. This isn't often. But I guess they're in the trees, or what are they doing? Are they resting up there? No, they'd be eating, right? Yes. So but they should be at their eating zone for a while now. It's 9. What are you guys on the move for? At least it won't take them long to get to the drink zone once 11 comes around. So the elks are now within range, and so are the Sitka deer. So, I mean, if I was in full hunting mode, it would be, call them in and do some hunting. But my primary goal right now is I want to see them all. I want to see the full herds. I need to start better scoping them all out, because on Aurora Shores, I don't even know how long this map's been out now. But I've hunted it a lot. I'm still only sitting with a 5-star duck. That is it. I don't see even 4 stars, which is why I'm so kind of happy with this guy. Oh, you're not the bear. So, I wonder what this is. Is there feed zone right here? I guess. Are these feed zone trees? I don't think so. I want to know where they're going. It's not drink time. I mean, thanks for showing up early, but maybe I will call one of them in. I'll scout them out. We got a 2-star mature. Just want to see if there's anything big in there. Maybe I will call one and then take it with the crossbow so that these elk keep coming in. Yeah, they're on their way. Okay. I don't rate, harvesting animals as successful hunt necessarily. I count the hunt being successful if I'm able to locate animals and see them and sort of figure out what they're doing. Oh, you're a happy little one. This herd doesn't seem very large. I only got the one male so far anyways. Okay, so we are going to go into deer call mode and low fit. I think there's only the one buck. I just want to see if he responds or not. And maybe there's a second one. Maybe they will then. Yeah, he's coming in here now. Okay, so he's below 50%. Oh, there's a 2-star adult. Okay, good. How far are you guys? 200 out. That's okay. Switch to the bag of sticks. Yeah, he's coming right in. Okay. Good. I mean, the bear's already moved on, right? 9 a.m. He had to go off to his next appointment. His sleepy time. Okay, then we're going to get our crossbow ready. I just got the little dots on it. Because I don't take long shots anymore, really, with the crossbow. So everything's usually underneath 50. Since I don't really use the hunter sense for the shot, I just have to adjust a little bit when they're in that close. Now he's gonna come right up to these trees here, or this brush here. And he's the only one. So it looks like we might have a high fit Sitka deer in there. They're still coming. Yep, he's just completely ignoring the call. I think it's just the 2 of them. I'm hearing footsteps. Is it this guy? Or did I call somebody else from behind me? I can never tell the direction anymore. Must be this guy. Yeah. Alright. So that's okay. He's right in close. Right. I can't tell distances anymore without the thing. What's he, about 30? Nice. Yeah, what were you talking about earlier? They, not spooking the other animals, uncalled animals with the crossbow? There they go. it's just, I know, they were, how far were they? They were just in here. Like 80 meters out. I mean, they weren't that close to the shot. I mean, you have to get them pretty far out. Away from the herd for them not to spook the whole herd. That's, I mean, it sounds nice on paper, but in practicality, it's not, it hasn't been all that useful that we've been able to do that. I usually just end up spooking them. It's not like I could pull him farther away from the herd. Okay, they are really slowly coming in, but they're definitely coming in. So you definitely look low fit. There we go. Big old slam. Right lung instant drop. Good. 37%. We'll get a harvest for the hunt. And we'll see about these elk. Looks like we're on track for another quick bumbleroot hunt. 50 minutes. I guess I'm at the 35-minute mark. So what I'm going to do is these guys are about 160 meters out. They're going to run into my scent. So 170, that one is. I don't know if they're actually going to be able to get by the scent to the pond. But they're pretty much the only thing I'm waiting for at this point. Yeah, so, I mean, what the rest of the hunt would consist of is pretty much, because it's just at 9 a.m., and the only range from like 9 to noon. Wait, when? See, I still always forget what exactly times they changed in the tier 5. Why am I not? Oh, it's down here. So it's 11 start, and these guys go to 1, right? So there is an overlap. Yeah. So it's so this is pretty much you got to get them by noon, and then yeah. So 11 to noon they'll both be here. All right. So yeah, basically all you can do now is wait for this one elk herd for the next 2 hours in game. So that's 30 minutes. And then after that, if the hunt continues, I guess, we've already seen the Sitka herd. We don't need to wait for it, right? All you will get is a second chance at observing them. But they seem pretty small, like a small group. I think it's just the one adult 2-star left. So you'd just take a mature female, I suppose. And then after that, for this little area, you'd be done. Because there's nothing down here that drinks in the afternoon. No wolves. I guess I would just relocate to another lake, and then for the afternoon I would switch modes, right, and go into close range hunting, hunt the rest zones, because after this heavy drink time between, like, for all those species, like 7 to like 1. No, it even goes later than that, right? See, I just looked at it and I already forgot. 1:30. When do the Sitkas end? 3. Yeah, 2. So, yeah, you can hunt right to 2 o'clock, the drink zones now. After that, everybody be resting, and then the sun would go down, right? Then brings out the flashlights. Yeah, these guys taking a while. I think they might be getting stuck by my scent. So this is where I go do a household chore, and then I come back, and then there'll be a huge herd of elk here. I give it kind of like a 50-50 chance, because I'm not sure they'll get by. My scent's going that way. They'll catch wind of it, and then they'll get hunting pressure and start walking away. So it could be a while. They'd have to catch the scent. Get let's see. Actually, I can probably use the camera for this, because my scent is going this way. So they would catch the scent up here about along this road. Then they would turn and go this way. And then you'd have to wait for the hunting pressure to fall off. And then they'd have to come around here. So I'm anticipating them eventually walking this way to their drink zone, which is about here. If they manage to do that trek around the scent before the time runs out for the drink time anyways. How's that for detailed, thought-out hunting process? Alright, check this out, guys. So I left it a chore, came back, and I'm looking at the lake, and I'm like, there's still no big elk here. Big herd, and it's 10:30 now, so they've had lots of time. Yeah, but check this out. Remember my prediction? The wind's blowing this way. And I said they're gonna come across here. Across here somewhere, like up in those trees, hit the wind. And then they're gonna get a bit of hunting pressure. And they're gonna go up this way. And then probably walk this way. And then head back down to the water. What's that I hear? Is that footsteps? It is. Ah, and there they are. Now they're facing the wrong direction. but the prediction was almost accurate. I mean, they're right where I thought they'd be. They might be getting the scent again, though. Maybe they're stuck on the scent. Are they looking back at me? They are, yeah. They tried. And see that, though? They got here, down, and see how they're looking back? They've got the scent on them. I bet you they're not able to get by the scent. If they keep going that way, see how they're swinging around to the left? If they keep going over here, they should get out of the scent. Because the wind's going this way. They've got to be right at the edge. Yeah, if they keep going that way, they should clear the scent and then come back in. See that guy there? Yeah. That is the scent hunting pressure you're seeing there. They should leave it and come back in. Alright, so I'll go back and keep waiting, because I'm guessing they'll still have time to come in. It is now 8:11 a.m. in game time, and looks like they are not able to defeat my powerful scent. I go up here. They seem to be still stuck here. Yep. They gotta keep being pushed over. No, see, those guys over here are good. These guys over here are gonna smell me again. And then trigger the rest of the herd into hunting pressure. See, they're coming back to the drink zone now, though. So, if you're wondering how the AI works in the game in this part of things, and kind of new to the channel, haven't seen some of the previous stuff, you're seeing this in action. The scent applied hunting pressure, which makes them want to leave the scent, which is this little purple haze on the map. Basically, if animals enter it, they get what I call the hunting pressure, kind of like the first stage of it, or just a hunting pressure applied, which means they just try to leave the little purple cloud, which they've been doing, but they might be boomeranging at this point, because it looks like they're going to be walking back into it. Has it changed direction much? Oh, maybe it has. Maybe the wind has altered enough. If I go this way, yes, the wind has altered a bit to the right. Maybe they'll make it in now. Here they come. Okay, so they're in range. I can actually see them come in here. So this guy looks like a lower fit guy right here. There's a call. He's a younger one right beside him. Into the trees we go. Oh. This guy's looking mighty old, too. Hey, buddy, you're looking tired. Looking like me. Alright, who else we got in here? Yeah, this guy's looking real old right there. Looks like we got 4 stags. It looks like nice and single file here coming in. Here they come through the trees. And as they come through, hey, my prediction is correct. Look at that. They are going to walk right out by me. They are by the scent now. And we have Jackie here, ready to go. Spot them. Okay, here they come. The old guy's going to come right out in front. There they are. Right as predicted. Look at that. Sometimes I'm right. Sometimes I'm not. This time, yep, here Jackie is. She's ready. Poised and ready. Oh, look at that. Walking right out there. Wondering why I'm not taking the shot? It's because I want to analyze them a bit more. I'm not in a hurry here. There's a bunch of old guys though. And I want them in the sunlight so I can see a bit better. Because this guy look older because he's in the shade. I don't think he's that old. This guy's looking older than that guy. That's me, and I'm very intrigued by what work they've done on the aging furs and stuff. So he's definitely youthful. Now, can I tell the difference between all three of these guys? They look at the end of life. Not sure if that guy looks as old though. Like look at the gray on the back of that guy's neck. It's different than the gray. Yeah, it is. Like there's this guy's dark on the back of his neck, and this guy's really gray on the back. Look at that. So see how white and gray that one is? And then this one is darker. So this guy is younger. What's this guy look like? He gotta lift his head. See, they all got the same light on them. He's the same. Same. Look, they're going right next to each other. Man, that's close, though. See, now my eyes are playing tricks on me. Was that just me? Like, I think this guy has got an older fur variant. What's this guy look like? Like, that's looking pretty aged, too. But he doesn't really have a whole lot of white on the tines. Like, that guy's really looking white and gray, though, right? Oh, it's so hard to tell. You really need to take a picture and, like, just put them side by side. Well, my guess is this guy right in the middle of the group. Look at that prediction, though. Right where I was thinking. Sorry. Like, this guy's looking really old, so that 2-star mature, he's definitely a call. Or a good to take down. Because he's... Oh, see here, he's good to take out, too. So there's definitely 2 of them. We got a couple 3-stars. I'm gonna ping this guy right here. To me, I don't think I'm seeing things. No, these 2 look the same. Oh my god, it's so difficult. Oh man, it is so challenging to tell the differences in the furs. But this guy looks... I think these 2 are the same. Okay. So we're not actually gonna take the 1-star mature. Because this guy is gonna, like, fall over anyways. Alright, so they made it to the water. So that was nice and realistic, that they actually went to the water to drink. Hey, do you want to just turn around like that? That'd be fine. Okay, no, he's gonna spin around. I should take the 1-star mature, but I think this guy's just really, really old. And I'm gonna lose like touch of which one's which now. Alright, let's pull a low fit. See, I'm perfectly happy just sitting here watching you guys. Yeah, there he is. Is that the 2? Yeah. So he's definitely, like, he's just gonna fall over. I wonder if the face shows anything. So he turned immediately. I don't think this one... Oh yeah, the 1-star... Are they both coming in the 1 call? Man, wouldn't that be great if I could take both of them? I'd almost want to use shotgun. Put the shotgun to the face. And try and do it both times. Get them both. Oh my god, they're both coming to the call. Usually it's only one at a time. Can I take both of these guys? How to do that? The 300 is 4 shots. It's promising that only these two are coming to low fit. So that's a good sign. If I can remove both of these, this herd will get a nice little average boost. So what I can do is I can shoot the one in the back, which is the 1 star, and then try and get this other one on the run. Well, I'm nice and close, so I get lots of opportunities to shoot. Alright, they're just moseying around there for a minute. Yeah, just the 2 here. Nice. Okay, this should really help this herd's fitness here if I can get them both. Too bad I couldn't just crossbow the one, because the other one will run for sure. And it'll take too long to switch. See, the other thing I could do is crossbow the one, and then they won't run as far, like they won't spook as far. And I could just call them back in again, but I'm short on time as well. So we're gonna leave it at 100. Just shoot high. See, his face looks more white, right? Anyways. Well, let's give it a go here. Oh, you buggers. I don't even know if I got any now. So that, right there, some people ask about, that was a visual spook. They saw me move or anything like that. Typically, they can come right in and almost like hug you. However, yeah, I kind of went for like that neck flash shot there. Yeah, I don't know if I hit him again. Well, that just stinks. My big plan for 2 of them, and I can't even get 1 of them. But that is how it goes. Oh, the blood's still going, though. Did I hit him again? Yeah, the blood's still going. I might have fleshed him. Another shot might have hit him. And that's why you want to bring the 300 sometimes. Yeah, for when these panicky kind of events. Where you need to get a flesh kill. Alright, he'll probably take a while to die. If the blood continues, it is. Okay, he's going to be down. I'm going to have to give him a while, though. Alright, let's see if we can find him now. I waited a bit. Hopefully we don't stir him up. Just kind of get through all this heavy stuff. See if we get any big glows. What was that there? Yeah. Oh, and there they are up ahead. But yeah, I am definitely out of time. I'm not going to be able to get the other one. Where's this guy going, though? Okay, he went up here. Oh, here he is right here. Alright, well, he was my main target anyways. Because he looked like he was super duper old. Oh, this is... okay. Is that a glitch or not? Or is that right on the side? Oh, it's on the side. Phew! It looks like a glitch shot for a second. Okay, so that was a really bad shot. I'm going for the head and neck. Man. Freaked me out for a second. I'm like, oh, you see it from this side. I'm just like, what? No, okay. So that was just a horrible shot. It just winged him. And he was in his run. And there's another flesh shot. Okay, there's one going for the neck. And another flesh. So it's just flesh, flesh, flesh. At least I got him, though. Alright. Oh, right under the border. Just barely low fit. 570 kilograms. Now, here's the thing. He doesn't have the old fur variation on the little, no, he doesn't at all. This is not old fur variation at all. Nope. Nope. Definitely can't use this to judge fur variation. Use way more weight than that. Way more. Alright. There we go. Bunch of meat loss. No problem. Got him anyways. At least we got something. Well, I guess I got the Sitka there earlier too. But anyways, a big long hunt again. Oh, sorry, I mean short hunt. Another short, quick hunt. I'm not kidding. Not kidding. I definitely only planned for a 20-30 minute video. But anyways, there's a big, almost hour-long one there for everybody. If you managed to make it to the end here, I'm going to log off for now. Alright, let me know what you think of all that fun stuff, and thanks for watching. Happy hunting. Take care.